morning, everyone. My name is Spider, and welcome to e-learning. Today, we're going to continue our lessons in pronunciation 2. We apologize for the inconvenience, but I think it's good for you because you will be learning in the comfort of your home. And today, we are going to continue the lessons, and the other teachers will also be giving you other lessons. But today, my job is to talk about the sound F. So today we are going to have objectives. At the end of the lesson, we can meet these objectives. Number 1, we are going to pronounce the sound of F correctly. 2, practice pronouncing the F sound with minimal pairs. 3, identify the stressed words in sentences. And 4th, prepare for the assigned output for assessment. So are you guys ready? Before we start, let's have a little bit of warm up. I will be reading a small or a short conversation between two people in the office. And I want you to listen to it and look for the sound or the dominant sound in this conversation. I will be doing the 2 characters. Okay. Let's start. I'm off, Miss Fox. It's only 4. We finish at 5, Mr. Foot. I've had enough of this office for one day. Too much hiring and firing. I'm off. Well, just put those files on the floor, Mr. Foot. Drive carefully and don't forget the flowers for your wife. Did you notice the dominant sound on this conversation? I think you do. So today, as I told you earlier, we are going to pronounce and learn how to pronounce the sound of F. So the target sound today is like what I said, F. So let me give you a little bit of background and a little bit of definition and the things that we do to pronounce this correctly. So F is made through the mouth and unvoiced. So we will be using the mouth, of course, and it is unvoiced. Later, I will explain how unvoiced sounds works. It is defined by the position of your lips and your teeth. So you will be using 2 today, just your teeth and your lips. So the F sound is also a fricative. Okay, last time we talked about plosives. It's like opposite. Okay, like the letter P, like you close your lips. But this time, if it's fricative, there is an air passing through your mouth. Also, a sound that is produced by high pressure airflow between a narrow space in your mouth. So to make the target sound F, touch your top teeth with your bottom lip. Okay, do not use your hands. Okay, of course, you use your bottom lip to touch your upper teeth or your top teeth. Don't use your voice. Okay, let's make it simple. When you pronounce the F sound, there is an air coming through between your upper teeth and your lower lip. So it's fricative. Okay? So some of you might not understood well, okay, but we are going to show you how to do it. Okay, so we have here minimal pairs. I will read it first, and then later I will give you a chance to repeat. Okay, so we have 2 columns. We have sound 1, which is the P, it's a plosive. And then the second column is sound 2, which is the F sound, which is our target today. So I want you to look at the difference. Okay, let me read first. pin, fin, peel, feel, pork, fork, pool, fool, snip, sniff, palm, farm. Okay? So you see the difference? On the first column, you close your lips. Unlike in the second column, the F sound, there is an air coming out from your mouth. Okay. Now, I will give you a chance to repeat after me. I will read one minimal pair, and I will give you few seconds to repeat. Are you ready? Well, let's do it. Pin, fin, peel, feel, pork, fork, pool, fool, snip, sniff, palm, farm. I hope you did good in repeating those words. So it's quite easy, right? Okay, so the best time to pronounce the letter F is to do it with minimal pairs, plosives versus fricatives. Okay, because in plosives you close your lips like b, p. Okay, but unlike in fricative, the F sound, you don't do that. Okay, no much pressure. Right, today we are going to practice. I want you to look on the screen. I'm not sure if you understand it yet, okay, but I will give you the instructions. Okay, so you will hear 5 words from each minimal pair. So for each word, write 1 for P, that's the sound 1, or 2 for F sound, that's the sound 2. Now, I give you an example on screen. Okay, so if you have a pen and paper with you, alright, I will give you a chance to get ready, because you will be writing the numbers. Okay, again, later I will read and pronounce the pair, the minimal pairs. Okay, and then I want you to answer this exercise. So I want you to get ready with a pen and a paper. The example is already given there. Okay, like pair number 1. So if I say fin, pin, fin, pin, fin. So your answer is 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okay, are you ready for the exercise? Okay, let's do it. I'll give you 30 seconds more to prepare. You don't have to get a clean paper, okay? A scratch paper will do. This is just an exercise. So let's see if you are good in listening, in my pronunciation, and later you will practice it by yourself. Okay, let's do it. Let's move on to pair number 2. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. Here we go. Ready? Pair 2. So this is sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, sound 4, sound 5. Let's do it. Pair 2. Pork. Pork. Fork. Pork. Fork. Let's move on to pair 3. Sound 1. Palm. Farm. Palm. Palm. Farm. Let's make it a little bit faster. Pair 4. Sniff. 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 Snip. Snip. Pair 5. Feel. Feel. Peel. Peel. Feel. And the last pair. Pair 6. I'm sorry. That's 4 or 5. Okay, now pair 6. Let's do it. Fool. Pool. Fool. 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 Okay, don't worry if you got wrong answers, as long as you were able to listen to those sounds. If you got 2 correct answers each line, that's good. Okay, let's check your answers. Here we go. Okay, now that you learned how to pronounce the words, especially the F sound, this time in pronunciation, especially the F sound, we are going to learn how to pronounce the words or the stressed words in sentences. Okay? Remember that in pronunciation, the stress is also important. We learned that on the previous lessons, okay? But today, we are going to apply again, okay? Now, I am going to read each pairs or sentences pairs and then try to follow while I pronounce them, okay? Especially those which are stress words. Again, stress words are given emphasis when we are pronouncing. It means that the tone is higher, okay? Let's start. On the first column is the sound 1, letter P, and the second column is the sound 2, F. Let's start. It's a sharp pen. It's a sharp fin. Peel this orange. Feel this orange. There's no pork here. There's no fork here. The sign said pool. The sign said fool. Snip these flowers. Sniff these flowers. He showed me his palm. He showed me his farm. See? Again, the stressed words are emphasized. The tone is higher or stronger, okay, than the other words in the sentence. As you can see, our F sound and P sound, the plosives and the fricatives, are usually the stress words in sentences. Okay? All right. Later on, your teachers will give you more exercises. So take note of that on your group classes. Okay, but this time we're going to move forward to our last objective today, which is the intonation. In every pronunciation classes, we don't only pronounce the words. If we pronounce them right, that's good. And then we move on to stress in sentences. But intonation is also very important. Okay? In the previous lessons, we usually talk about two intonations. We are going up and going down. And for statements, we usually go down or pronounce the end sound going down. And for questions with yes or no, we pronounce the intonation going up. Okay, but today we will be studying and learning specifically on how to use the proper intonation in request. Okay, when we say request, we use words like please, kindly, can you. All right, but today all the sentences that we will be using starts with please. All right. Now, so intonation in request can be down at the end, but usually sounds more polite. Okay, remember this. Sounds more polite when going up. All right? Don't be confused in this. Technically, if you want it to be formal, we will be using the going down intonation. But sometimes, in conversation, especially in casual conversations, we tend to go up. It's because we tend to be more polite with the people we talk to. In your books, or later on, we will send you the sound or we send you the audio file of the conversation of the funny photographer. The script is in your book. But today we don't have much time to do that, but I just want you to learn how to do it right. So when this task is given as an activity by your teacher, it's clearer and it's easier for you to do. So today we try to be a little bit more polite. If you are learning the American language, they don't usually go up when it comes to request. So in the American language or pronunciation, when the intonation, I will do the number one example. Okay? So we will go down here. Please phone my office after 5 days, Mrs. Phillips. That's the regular one. But today, as I said earlier, we can go up with the intonation for us to be more polite with the people we talk to. Okay, let's do it. It will be a little awkward, okay, but we have to do it. Number one. So, I highlighted some words there. It means that the words, highlighted words, we will pronounce them going up, or the intonation will go up. I'm telling you, it will be a little awkward, okay, but that's the way it is, okay? First sentence. Please phone my office after 5 days, Mrs. Phillips. See? I go up with the word days and Phillips, or the word Phillips. Number two. Please give a friendly laugh. Now, I'm sounding like British now, alright? Because of the intonation going up. They are trying to be more polite. So if you look at the conversation later, you will see that they are inside a studio or photography studio. And the photographer is the one talking on these words. Okay. 3. Please use this felt tip pen, Mrs. Phillips. See? 4. Please look soft and beautiful. That sounds a little awkward again. 5th. Please sit in this sofa? So if you listen to British people or the people in the UK or in European English, you will really see their intonation going up because they're very friendly and they want to be polite every time. Okay, in the last sentence, please fill in this form. Okay, actually, I'm not the best example. It's because I usually do the pronunciations in neutral way. It's very close to the American pronunciation. Okay, but then, for the sake of this lesson, because we want to be neutral, okay, so it means that you can do both. It depends on your purpose. Okay, so let's have a quick recap on what we learned today. Okay, remember that the F sound is one of the most challenging sound, not only in Vietnamese students or for Vietnamese students, but also other ESL learners in the world. Sometimes they interchange the letter P and letter F, and that is something that we need to work on. So, when you are practicing pronouncing the sound F, try to start with words, minimal pairs, do it in sentences, as well as in intonation. Alright, for your extension activity and reminders, your book has additional exercises. If you need the audio, you can ask your teachers to send in your respective class groups in Facebook. And your teachers will give you your task for outputs on this lesson. So that's the end of the lesson today. I hope that you will practice more and you will pronounce the sound F accurately and with confidence. That's all for today. Signing off, this is Teacher Spider. Bye.